The rich and diverse variety of life on Earth, in all its forms, is the foundation of our well-being, providing food, clean water, air, and much of our energy. Biodiversity and nature's contributions to people are at the heart of not only our survival, however, but also of our cultures, identities, and enjoyment of life. Despite its critical importance, biodiversity continues to decline in every region of the world, endangering economies, livelihoods, food, water, and energy security, and the quality of life of people everywhere. The Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, IPBES, recently published 4 landmark regional assessment reports, one each for the Americas, Africa, Europe and Central Asia, and Asia and the Pacific. The result of 3 years of work by more than 550 leading experts from over 100 countries, the 4 IPBES reports are the most important expert contribution of the past decade to the state of knowledge about biodiversity and nature's contributions to people. The reports focus on answers to key questions about the importance of biodiversity, progress being made to conserve it, and the threats and opportunities for a sustainable future. With the best available information communicated effectively, people all over the world can make better decisions and take more effective action to meet global commitments such as the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the Aichi Biodiversity Targets, and the Paris Agreement on Climate Change. Biodiversity and ecosystems support more than 4.5 billion people in Asia and the Pacific. But rapid urbanization, deforestation, invasive alien species, climate change, socioeconomic transformations, and loss of traditional knowledge and practices have led to a decline in biodiversity and nature's contributions to people across the region. About 90% of global aquaculture production occurs in Asia and the Pacific. However, an estimated 37% of aquatic and semi-aquatic species are now threatened. Rising land, air, and ocean pollution has also greatly impacted the health of both nature and people. Of the 10 rivers in the world with the highest amounts of plastic waste, 8 are located in Asia, which also accounts for up to 95% of all plastic pollution in the ocean. The Asia-Pacific region has achieved significant economic growth and reduced poverty, while simultaneously increasing the coverage of protected areas and forests. But more needs to be done. The IPBES report highlights the need to increase regionally coordinated protected area management efforts and to improve the application of science and technology, cross-border collaboration, culturally sensitive scenario planning, and the capacity building and empowerment of indigenous and local communities in governance and management of nature. The message from all 4 IPBES regional assessment reports is that, with the exception of some positive examples, biodiversity and nature's capacity to contribute to people are being degraded, reduced, and lost due to a number of common pressures, including habitat stress, the overexploitation and unsustainable use of natural resources, air, land, and water pollution, increasing numbers and impacts of invasive alien species, as well as climate change, among others.
The best available evidence, gathered by the world's leading experts, points us now to a single conclusion. We must act to halt and reverse the unsustainable use of nature, or risk not only the future we want, but even the lives we currently lead. Fortunately, the evidence also shows that we know how to protect and partially restore our vital natural assets.
IPBES, Science and Policy for People and Nature.